All right, Manny, where are we at?
We're at Cubano room.
All right, so
my private cigar lounge.
That's right. So this is the Khoshbin
Landing.
That's
yes.
right. So how much did you buy this place for?
28.7.
And how much did you sell it for?
40.7.
So how much is the profit in between?
A little under 12 million.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to learn about real estate, check out Manny's YouTube channel. If you like cars, check out Manny's YouTube channel.
And if you want to smoke a cigar, join Cubano room.
It's going to be about 7,000.
Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Tom. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to provide you with a recap of the Manny Khoshbin's Millionaire Mastermind event that I recently got back from. First of all, who is Manny Khoshbin and what is this event all about? Well, Manny is a commercial real estate investor. He has made millions and millions of dollars buying and selling commercial real estate properties like this one. And yes, he buys the entire office building, not just one floor or one unit. He is also a luxury car collector. He has over $30 million worth of cars sitting in his garage at any moment. And I'm not a huge car guy by any means, but boy, oh boy, are these cars something else. And Manny loves to give back. Not only does he like to donate to charities, but he also likes to give back to other people who want to follow his path and ultimately make a lot of money through commercial real estate. And lastly, he is a father as well as a husband. What attracted me to his story is the fact that he first came to America at the age of 14. He honestly didn't have two dimes to rub against each other, and he was able to turn that disadvantage into something absolutely incredible. And he openly said that when he was younger, he was working at Kmart and earning $3.15 per hour. So how does someone go from not knowing anything, not knowing even how to speak English, to actually owning millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate? Hello. So I first flew in from Vancouver to Orange County on March the 5th, and I went straight from the airport to a city called Terrace for a very important meeting. After that, I checked into my Airbnb and I went straight to Equinox because some of you guys know that I'm on a little bit of a health cleanse. I'm getting on a fitness plan for the next few months, and I really wanted to stay disciplined even when I was traveling. All right, traveling is always hard in the diet, but no excuses, baby. Let's go. So Friday morning, it was time for the mastermind. I went downstairs, got into Uber, and started driving to Manny's infamous garage in Irvine. Like I said, he has over $30 million of cars. His latest collector, which is a one-of-one Bugatti Chiron, is valued at over $4 million just for this one vehicle. Oh, by the way, he has 3 Bugattis. But out of all the cars that was in the garage, my favorite one has to be the matte black P1 McLaren. It was absolutely gorgeous and it honestly looked like a Batmobile. Anyway, it was time for the mastermind, and Manny started off by giving us a presentation of the importance of timing. There was a graph of going up and down, and he pointed at the graph and showed us where exactly we currently are in this real estate cycle. He pointed out that we're currently heading into a recession. Of course, he doesn't have a crystal ball, but he was backing everything up with data. For example, just last week, the Fed's actually dropped the interest rate to one of the lowest points it's ever been in the recent years. So one of the things I learned from this mastermind is the fact that timing is everything. When the recession hits, it represents a great opportunity to buy. And as Warren Buffett said, be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy. So we spend the first half the day understanding Manny's criteria for sourcing deals. What type of property does he look at? What are some of the criteria? For example, he doesn't want to buy a building with one single tenant, because what happens if that tenant picks up their bags and leave the building? You're left with a massive, large amount of investment that currently generates no cash flow. And these are the tricks and things that he gathered through 25 years of experience of investing in real estate. And that is why I'm willing to invest in myself, to learn from someone like him, because you literally cut through years and years of learning curve. So around 12 o'clock, we did a little bit more networking. We got to take a look at his cars a little bit more in depth, getting him to explain to us the little details of these cars. So most of the attendees in this mastermind was already involved in some sort of real estate venture, whether they were real estate agents, they were flipping houses, they owned a broker, And I thought I was gonna be one of the youngest people at this mastermind. I'm 28 right now, but it turns out there was a lot of people that was much younger than me, people that I met that are 24, 25, 26. So it's really incredible to see these young hustlers basically forking up a large investment to learn from someone like Manny. And that's just to go to show you how incredible the time is that we're living. Because if, it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if you want to meet someone like Manny, what do you have to do? You literally have to stalk them down. You probably have to find out where they live and write a letter and then greet them outside their house. But now you can literally contact them through social media. They host these special events that you can meet them at. So it's not gonna get any better than this, guys. So right after lunch, we had a guest speaker named Josh, and he was probably one of the best public speakers, storytellers that I ever came across, because he was so funny, very energetic, and it was incredible for us to understand where he came from. Because nowadays, a lot of people see him on the $1 Million Listing Show. He's a big TV celebrity. He's making a lot of money selling real estate for his clients. But he really brought us back to where he came from and talked to us about the fact that he was completely broke, but he had this energy, he had this drive to make something out of himself. And before 2008, he made a bunch of money selling real estate loans. And when 2008 happened, he lost everything, the Lamborghini, the houses, and all that type of stuff. And he actually had to go back and rebuild everything again. And the lesson I learned from Josh was that you always have to be ready, fire, aim. So he shared this story with us when he was at the gym one morning, and beside him on the treadmill was this multi-billionaire. So Josh sparked up a conversation with him and asked him, are you looking to sell any of your properties? And this guy basically brushed him off, but Josh kept on being, persistent, and Josh ended up getting his phone number. And then later on, the exact same day, Josh had a client who was looking for exactly the house that the billionaire was selling. And through negotiation and texting and calling, Josh ended up closing that deal on that day. So it was incredible. It was awesome to understand, Josh's mentality that everybody is a lead. Everybody is potentially a client. And you never know who might be buying real estate from you, who might be interested in selling real estate. So the point of Josh's story is that you always have to be ready. So that when the opportunity presents itself, you need to pounce on the opportunity and do what most people won't do. And that's how you separate yourself from the pack. We ended up day one with some more networking, and we ended up going to, I forgot what this restaurant is called, but it was in Newport Beach. It was something called Ocean Club, but we finished the night off with an amazing dinner, and it was cool because I got to sit in the same table with Manny, Layla, some other, Tarek from Flip or Flop, and some other, celebrities on TV. So that was really awesome. And they were all really down and genuine people to talk to. So a lot of people ask me, how did you get at a table with them? I literally just saw a seat open and I put my bag there. I'm like, I'm sitting right there, right? So that's pretty much it for day one. We had a pretty early night. Everybody went back to their house, and we were preparing for day two. So day two started at Manny's house in the Pelican Hills in Newport Beach. And let me tell you something, this is one of the nicest houses I've ever stepped my foot into. It's a $25 million house taking up 2 lots overlooking the coastline, and it was absolutely incredible. And everything inside was decorated so nicely. I mean, the food by itself looks so perfect that I didn't even want to eat anything off of it, right? I didn't want to ruin the platter. But day two was mostly focused on some of the case studies that Manny has done in the past. He actually showed us some deals that he made a lot of money on, lost a lot of money on. Overall, obviously, he made a lot more money than he lost. But I think it's really important for someone like Manny to share with us the downs as well. And that was really important because they say success is not the best teacher, but failures are, right? So Manny talked to us about the criteria that he was looking for, kind of like what we talked about in day one. So that was really important for us to know, hey, what are some of the things that Manny's looking for? So therefore, if we ever get into the market, these are probably going to be our parameters as well. I also asked Manny how many deals he looks at before investing in one deal, and the number he said was over 500. So he's also very, very patient. He's not just picking any deals that he wants to invest in. He's looking for the right deal. And in order for you to find that, you must remain patient. So Dan Fleshman also popped by to talk to us about personal branding. For those who are not familiar with Dan, he's a personal branding expert. He's also the youngest person to take a company public in the United States of America at the age of 23, I believe. So that was really cool seeing him again. Met him a few times, So Dan Fleshman, I'll link his everything down below. Definitely someone you guys should check out. So right after lunch, Manny actually presented us with a deal, with an opportunity that we can co-invest with him. He showed us the property, on why he wants to buy it, what his exit strategy is, and it was a very cool opportunity. Now we basically get to invest with Manny. Because to be honest with you, this whole investment real estate thing looks very, very intimidating from the outside. And in order to learn, I truly believe that you need to get into the game. It's kind of like Amazon. You can't really learn Amazon just by reading a bunch of blogs. You actually need to do it. So after day 2, after my mastermind, we headed over to Khoshbin's Landing. And this is a property that Manny literally made like tens of millions of dollars on, as you guys saw in the intro. He has a restaurant downstairs. He's also got his cabana room upstairs, which is a private cigar lounge. We went there, drank cigar. We didn't drink any cigar. Overall, I'm really glad I came to this mastermind. For me, during my introduction on day 1, I told everybody that I know nothing about real estate other than what a mortgage is. I'm an e-commerce guy, but I think if you want to learn real estate, if that's something, it doesn't matter what you want to learn. It's really important for you to basically sit in the same room with those people that have been there and done that. That is literally the fastest way for you to learn anything. So what's my plan? Why am I attending these seminars and masterminds? Well, my plan is very simple. I want to be able to take off some of the winnings that I've had with my Amazon and e-commerce businesses and roll them into real estate, because I truly believe that the next recession is just around the corner. Again, no one knows when, a year, 2 years, 3 years, but right now is the time to be prepared. And right now is the time to take advantage of this downfall, because a lot of wealthy and rich people actually make majority of their money through the downturns. And it's a very, very different approach, right? So if there's a fire, everybody is escaping it, but there's gonna be a lot of people that are jumping into the fire because they see the opportunity, and that's where a lot of people can really buy products and assets pennies on the dollar. And I realized over the past weekend that I just been too damn comfortable. Everything's been going well, Amazon business is growing, coaching business is growing, all these different things, but I've been more leaning towards like a lifestyle business where I can go to Whistler, I can go snowboarding, I can do this and do that. I'm not saying that that's bad, but I truly believe that I'm not even anywhere near my potential yet. And for me, that's a little bit disappointing. It's like, what's the point of doing things if you're not gonna do them 100% and give 100% of all you got? So it was very inspirational for me to rub shoulders against these, hustlers and giants, and really, the power of proximity, right? Just being in the same room as these people were truly, truly inspiring. It was very eye-opening. So for me, I made a voucher for myself. From now on, I'm gonna give my 100% to everything that I do, whether it's the diet, the gym, the work, whatever it might be. Well, this is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. This is a little bit different than what I usually do. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, check out my Instagram, I'll put it right over here. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the very next video.